All right, well, I hope I am live. I'm using a cellular enabled iPad and basically battery power. So I've got its website, and well, my to-do list is always bigger than what I can really accomplish. But that said, I don't think you really accomplish everything if you don't have a list and at least try and reach for the stars, so to speak. So this time I made some notes so I can stay on track here, because I tend to wander a lot. But I have three things I want to accomplish while I'm down here over the week. One, I want to finish our shower, and I have a video on that coming up soon, but basically a portable solar powered and propane powered shower that we will be using on the ranch until we can get more permanent infrastructure in place. We are planning on building a small guest cabin that will have a shower and then eventually a house. But right now, after we sold our Camp 216, we no longer have the ability to take showers here at the ranch. And today's pretty cold, 40 degrees. Got down to the low 30s last night. You don't really get too hot and sweaty, but a hot shower would sure be welcome. But I will tell you, in the summertime when you're working, oh, we're getting some notes, some comment. Wow. Well, hey, the Big Lou 415. Hi. Hey, thanks for joining. I'm on an iPad, so I probably won't be doing any typing, but I will pay attention to the chat stream there, and I like the hat too. I want to say I'm wearing it today, this hat, We the People, because well, my mentor and guru to do this live stream is Dee Nimmin, and I think the likelihood of him watching this live stream, and what I'm doing when I'm reaching over here, guys, I'll show you. You're going to see everything probably backwards here. Look into the lens. I have many little problems, but one of my problems is I always want to look in the Big Lou 415. Welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. So let me just finish with my commentary on Dee Nimmin. So I am a mobile content creator. I don't have a very big channel. You might even ask why I do this. And I do it because, one, I love the engagement with viewers and subscribers, but I also just like the whole process, the creative process of making videos, and I love the technology. So for me, it's a perfect match. And if you've looked around my channel at all, you will be definitely confused, because I don't know, my spectrum of things that I do on my channel is pretty broad. I think that's one of the reasons the channel is so small, is I have too many interests, and I just take my camera and I'm constantly filming whatever I'm doing. So I apologize for the confusion. Today I'm trying to focus on what's behind me, and that is Mountain View Ranch. So what I'm going to try and accomplish this week, and I'll probably do some videos while I'm doing this. One, finish that shower, and we can talk about that more in a little bit. Sean Hartley, hey, greetings, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. And it looks like from your the live stream is working video. So the second thing I'm going to be doing is continuing the never-ending task of working on our road. And I'll do a video on this later, but I've posted some pictures on my Instagram. And my Instagram is same as my YouTube channel, USNERDOC. And I know that causes fits for Dee Nimmin, as well as many people, because it looks like USNERDOC or I'm going to do a video on all the different pronunciations of that, but basically USNERDOC. And I am forever wed to that on YouTube now. But that was my password, one of my computer passwords when I was in the Navy. And when I first started on YouTube, it was a place for me to post and basically host woodworking videos that I then would embed on my woodworking blog. And I never thought YouTube would be anything more than just a place to store videos. Forrest Deering, hello from Minnesota. KC0WNK. 73, my friend, from KF7ETX. If you're a ham, one of my little, I made a bunch of notes here, but to make it a little bit fun, if you're a ham, leave a hashtag ham in the comments, and I'll certainly take a look at those comments later, but welcome, Forrest. And IT Dan 406, how's the coast, my friend? 73, and say hi to your brother for me. Boy, you go back a long time, and we've actually met a number of times. So let me just finish talking about the whole YouTube thing. And one of my greatest pleasures and blessings from YouTube is interacting with people that either watch videos or subscribe. And then I've actually had a chance to meet some folks out in real life off of YouTube, and that has been an absolute blast. And IT Dan, you're one of those, my friend. Oh, the Big Lou 415 KK6 FUW, Central Oregon. K7TYE, Sean. Hey, welcome. One of my many little facets or rooms on my YouTube channel is ham radio, and I truly love ham radio. It sounds very geeky, but ham radio literally has changed my life. One, just the ability to communicate, but also the doors that it has opened and the people that I've met. So 73 to all my ham friends, and please leave a hashtag ham in the comments below. And Forrest, former on the USS Talbot, thank you for your service. Any of you guys that watch my channel for any length of time know that I just have a deep appreciation for the military, for law enforcement, and for our EMS first responder people. That goes very dear to my heart. I used to be a fireman, EMT, and in the Navy, and I'll tell you, there's nothing like that camaraderie in those sectors. And every time I see a police officer or sheriff in the emergency department, I always try to take a moment and say thank you for your service. They truly have one of the hardest offices to go to work to every day. So for you guys out there that are EMS, first responder of any sort, law enforcement, firefighter, military, if you're the spouse of a military, you guys are truly on active duty. Thank you for your service. All right, let me see. I apologize for looking at the screen, but the only way I can keep up is to look at the comments section here. And I'm going to butcher names. I apologize. Dennis Dorman, N0SPT from Central Iowa. Very cool. Welcome. And 73, my friend, 73. All right. And I think the Big Lou 415, I got you. Hashtag ham, thank you so much. And KK6 FUW. So I truly appreciate all the ham radio operators out there. The Smoking Medic, boy, that's a YouTube handle that I'm familiar with. Thank you for joining us and welcome. So if you have questions for me, leave them down here in the comments section, and I'll try to address them. But just for those that are joining and people that might be watching later on, this is a live stream I am streaming on an iPad that has cellular capability, and it looks like it's working good, which is awesome. And ham radio guys are going to know this, but I'm basically powering my iPad with a battery. And I'll put some pictures on Instagram of my my little YouTube live stream studio. But I'm sitting outside the barn right now, and I've got a heater going because it's pretty cold. That's kind of off view here right now, but I don't think I could sit out here with the breeze and the cold for a long period of time without a little bit of heat. So I've got that going. But we are on Mountain View Ranch, and this is a piece of property that Beth and I are trying to develop. I will never get it done. I recognize that, but the challenge and the pathway is what intrigues me the most. And I'm blessed that Beth is willing to go down that pathway with me. So we spend a lot of time down here working on. We call it a ranch. We do have big dreams, and probably someday I'll have horses on here for Beth, and we do want some cattle. Definitely have room for it. All right, let me just make sure I'm keeping up. Scott, hey buddy, very good to see you in there. KE0BIK 73, my friend. Boy, I miss visiting with you. We should do an echo link. Might do a video on that. I'll save that comment. Echo link WA0NQA reflector. If you guys are into a echo link sometime this week, I can definitely block off time to do that. And thank you, Scott, for suggesting that. I miss visiting with you, my friend. And that's one of the many blessings of YouTube, and then also our small company, AMP3. That's another name that I got in trouble with, but we've traveled around the country and have met a lot of great people, and Scott, you're one of those, my friend. I miss visiting with you. Yeah, so AMP3, the Austere Medical and Practical Preparedness Project, and had I ever thought that that was going to grow into a business, I would have for sure picked a more business type name. I really thought it was just going to be a little bump on the road on YouTube on first aid kits, and never thought it would be a business. But thanks to YouTube, we now have a business with a very awkward name, AMP3, the Austere Medical and Practical Preparedness Project. All right. Forrest. I'm going to read some comments just to kind of keep you guys in the loop here. Because of me being a ham, I was a volunteer at Hennepin County Sheriff Office in the Communications Unit. Thank you for your service. Thank you. CRT Communication Response Team, retired after the Super Bowl. Funny thing about Hennepin County, when I was interviewing for emergency medicine residency programs, Hennepin County, their program was one of my choices, and was definitely ranked on my list. I would have been there had I not been picked up with my number 1 choice, which was OHSU here in Portland, Oregon. Jason, welcome. 73. KD9JON. Very cool. Welcome. And leave a hashtag ham down there so I can follow you guys in the comment section later on. So I think let me just finish my goals here. So I went over basically 3 goals here while I'm on Mountain View Ranch. I'm camping out in that barn. I'll tell you how austere that is in a little bit. So finish the shower, rock delivery, working on the road, and which means working that little tractor up and down the road, and then clean the shop space. It is so hard to do any work here on the ranch because I don't have any dedicated shop space in that barn yet. So I'm going to start that process on this trip, recognizing I won't finish it, and it will be kind of a work in process, and I'll certainly do some video and some photos for Instagram. So that's my 3-part list for jobs. I think I can get some of that done. Oh, I think I'm seeing from Scott that did the stream drop? Did you guys lose me? Let me know if it's still streaming. I'm going to keep going. It looks like my rate is about 29, 30 frames per second here. I apologize, guys, if I lost you. And I was going to say something like G. Michael Jr. in the house, but I think it's more appropriate to say, welcome to the ranch. Welcome to the ranch, my friend. And I want to just tell you, for any of you guys that leave a comment like he did, love your channel. Not for me specifically, but I will just say as a content creator, someone that makes videos on YouTube, anytime you get that kind of appreciation, that truly is the fuel that makes you keep making videos. And Scott, looks like you got me back. Leave me a little quick note. Did the stream drop? I have no way of knowing. I'm out here in a little field talking to an iPad, and I have no idea if it's actually going out there or not. And Forrest, still seeing me? Can you hear me okay? Is the audio all right? Let me know. All right, I'm going to keep going on my notes here. And I do want to do a little shout out again to D. Nimmin. My sense is right now he is sleeping, but he is my mobile content creator guru on YouTube, and I've learned so much from his channel. I will put links down below. I follow him on Instagram as well. But I started on this pathway of doing a live stream mainly because of D. And my first handful of live streams, for any of you that watched, were complete flops. And I'm pretty excited. Well, not pretty excited. I'm really excited because it looks like this stream is working. And I'm reading the comments still up on my end. Awesome. So what's really awesome for me, though, for you guys that are ham radio operators, is to do this in the true ham radio style. So I am remote right now. I am working without power other than battery power, and just using the cellular capability of my iPad. And I'm pretty excited that it's working right now. This was my goal, and this was my dream, to see if I could do this from a remote setting here on Mountain View Ranch. And Julia, awesome. Okay, so now I can do my YouTube, Instagram shout outs, because I was waiting for you to pop in there, my friend. First of all, 73, Julia, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Juliet Bravo Bravo. Boy, you've been with me for a while, and I always love seeing your comments. So want to give you a shout out. Finishing a shout out to D. Nimmin. I would not be able to do this had I not watched his channel, and I can't tell you how many times I've watched his StreamLabs video and played with it and finally got it working. So D. Nimmin, if you follow him and you want to make content, he's the guy to go to for mobile content. So thank you, my friend. Niminati. Julia, KF8JBB, thank you. And you were on my shout out list here. So welcome. And I'm hoping that Luke Simon's Back to the Basics 101 is going to pop in, because I've been following his channel on YouTube for a while. He is, you got to check him out. I'll put links for all of this down below. Back to the Basics 101. Awesome family, rancher, politician, conservative, raising a family. I just love what he shares. Julia, I'm excited. I know it's geeky, but I'm excited. Thank you, my friend. I saw your Instagram post with your dipole, and looking forward to see how it works. I took my whip antennas off. I made that originally for 6 meters. I took the whips off, and I made it specifically so I could screw in with eye loops wires so that I could use it as a dipole. So you're doing exactly what I had in mind for that little antenna. So very cool. Jeff Farrell, buddy, K9HCA, welcome, my friend, welcome. 73. Okay, I can quit now. I can quit. D. Nimmin. Man, I have almost like when I spoke to the space station. I think, oh, I've got a long shirt on, but the hair is standing up. You are my hero on YouTube for mobile content creators. Thank you. I could not do this without your video on StreamLabs, and I cannot tell you. Oh, Niminati in the house. G. Michael Jr. Awesome. Hey, if you're you'd have to follow this. I'll talk about this a little bit more, but D. Nimmin and his brother Nick Nimmin, I follow them on YouTube. I started following Nick because I needed help with my YouTube channel, and I still do. It's a mess, but I'm making improvements, and he's my go-to guru for improving my channel. And then I stumbled on his brother D. What an awesome find. So mobile content creation on YouTube using an iPhone. All of my content is basically shot with an iPhone or sometimes my iPad. So D. Nimmin and Nick Nimmin, you guys are my heroes. And G. Michael Jr. just left the hashtag Niminati. And if you follow those guys, you know that's part of the crew, the Niminati crew. And so G. Michael Jr., very cool, very cool. And D, I am truly honored. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I wore this hat just for you, by the way. You probably know that. I wore this hat just for you. Julia, when are we going to Hamvention? That's on our list. We had StreamLab is working awesome, D. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm sitting, D, I'll answer Julia's question in a minute, but D, so I can talk as long as that battery holds out. And I've got another backup battery here with me. So this was my goal, and thank you, D. Nimmin, for helping me with this. I could not do it with, I watched that video of yours so many times I thought it was going to wear out. So Julia asked about Hamvention, and we want to go to Hamvention. We had to, I'll just share this. Some of you guys probably know this if you follow my channel or my Instagram, but Beth was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it has been a long 1.5 years for us. She is, well, you'd have to meet her, but she is a trooper. It was a hard 1.5 years, but for Beth, the way she approached it with her spirit, it was a little road bump in life, but nonetheless, it really affected our travel plans for AMP3, and we did not go to as many shows and travel as far away from home as we have in the past. But Hamvention's on our list, and hoping to go there for sure. But thank you for asking that. All right, I am going to, hey, if you've followed us because of our company AMP3, you can leave another hashtag down below. Hashtag Amper. You're going to read this backwards, but hashtag AMPER. I am truly out in the middle of nowhere. That was a gunshot. Not sure where it was being shot, but I don't know if you guys can hear that. But and D. Niman, I'm surprised you're up, my friend. I am surprised that you're up. For those of you that don't know D, and hopefully you'll check out his channel and his brother's channel, Nick, but they live in northern Thailand, and I started my morning today, 36 degrees in the barn, with the heater tagging in on D's live stream on his channel. And I'll tell you, you just learn so much from these live streams. And I always make notes, so I had a little piece of paper and making notes. But he was going through channels and how to improve that channel for the mobile user and also for the mobile content creator. And honestly, you might say, what's the big deal about that? And I'll tell you, the big deal about that is more and more people are consuming content on YouTube with mobile devices, so tablets and iPhones and Androids. I'm not an Android user, but so that's the importance there. And if you want to, can you guys hear the gunshots in the background? I don't know if you can hear them. If you want to do well on your channel, you really need to optimize it for the mobile consumer. So, D, thank you, my friend. I don't know if I'll ever get to meet you and shake your hand, but boy, I have learned so much from you and your brother. Thank you. This is a good segue. So I made, I'm going to bore you guys. Made notes because I get off track. So you might ask, why am I doing this? Frugal RV Gal. Awesome. This is exciting to me. If you're someone with a YouTube channel and you see these names pop in that are familiar to you, and Frugal RV Gal, welcome. Welcome to Mountain View Ranch. And she's an Amper, and so is IT Dan. I know you are, my friend. I know you are. So if you have a YouTube channel and you see these names that you're familiar with, it's like an extended family. And that was the biggest surprise for me after I started on YouTube with woodworking videos, was that you heard the gunshot. Good. Awesome, Sean. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm thinking varmints. There's some definitely varmints, and I think my neighbor might be getting some varmints. But so I think I was just talking about the fact that this is an extended family, and I just it's very geeky, and I don't know how to explain it, but to see these names, you start getting used to them, and they're part of your family, and it's even more fun to meet folks out in real life outside of YouTube and to shake somebody's hand. So I've had the pleasure of doing that a number of times. I just attended, any of you guys follow Wrangler Star, Cody? I followed him from way back. I'm dating myself, but Wrangler Barn, he just had a 1 million subscriber celebration. And I remember visiting with him when he was Wrangler Barn, and it was a true pleasure to go to his 1 million subscriber celebration and shake his hand and give his wife Jessica a hug. I just love seeing that success. So anyway, got a lot of good peeps on YouTube and on Instagram nowadays. So why am I doing this? I'm not a big YouTuber. I have the littlest of following, but I like the process. I like the creative process, and this to me is how I relax and get rid of stress from work, is just by making videos and learning and practicing, and then I just love the interaction. So that's why. And my last reason why, I wanted to wrap my head around live streaming and StreamLabs and do it mobile, do it in a remote setting, and do it on battery power. And thank you guys for tuning in and listening to me ramble on. You'd have to, I don't know what someone would do if they drove up and came out here and saw me sitting here talking to an iPad with a propane heater black. You are so polished, but I'm honored you're here. Sean Hartley, I heard the gunshot. Yeah, there's definitely some gunshots out there, and I think it's varmints. Let me see. Oh, Julia, you will definitely like following D. Nimmin, and you'll. Frugal RV Gal, yeah, we are family. And you know, I look at all these names and I just, in the back of my mind, fantasize about meeting folks and getting to shake your hand and say thank you for the community, because it is a community. And for those of you that I've actually had a chance to meet and shake your hand, you know what I mean. It just, I don't know, it grabs you right here. And I know it sounds geeky because it's electronics and YouTube, etc., but I like it. G. Michael Jr., I have seen the video when you interviewed Wrangler Barn. That was so much fun. I remember knowing that I was going to go out and meet him. Just got distracted, a bird. I remember when I was getting ready to go out and meet him, and I thought to myself, what can I bring as a gift to say thank you for welcoming me into his shop? And I remember what I liked most were when he did his fireside chats, and he would sit beside that wood stove that had a little oil dripper for burning excess oil. And I thought, I'm going to bring him a box of firewood. And we had a wonderful rainy afternoon sitting by that comfy wood stove and just chatted away. It was awesome. So thank you for watching that. I'll put a link to that playlist down below. But thoroughly enjoyed visiting with Cody, Wrangler Barn, and now Wrangler Star, 1 million subscribers. How many of you guys know or follow any channels that are like million subscribers? Kind of cool. I'm dreaming for getting that 30,000. I keep watching my numbers up and then down and then up and down. And then I tell myself, don't follow that too much because it drives you crazy. But anyway, it's a lot of fun. Hello from Olympia, Washington, BL Ranch. Buddy, I follow you on Instagram. Very cool. Welcome. Welcome to Mountain View Ranch. Jim Gillespie. Oh man, so Frugal RV Gal, you know what I'm talking about here. It is family. And Jim Gillespie, welcome to Mountain View Ranch. Very cool to see you in here. Very cool. Awesome. I do hope he's a pilot. He knows that I'm an armchair pilot. I am this is my pilot seat. I'm an armchair pilot, but hey, welcome, my friend. Biologist Jim. All right, we're almost going to be, we can shut down now. I think I've got my whole family has tuned in. Welcome, my friend, welcome. Boy, that's very cool. Thank you for taking time, and welcome to Mountain View Ranch. Keep it up, you'll get there. Thank you. If I can get 30,000, that's kind of what I'm shooting for right now. Frugal RB Gal, just him and Casey Neistat. I remember going on a deep dive on Casey Neistat. And if any of you guys have not followed him, I like the old Casey Neistat. I know he's in a whole another world. He's 10 million subscribers. Is that right, Julia? Frugal RB Gal. He changed how I looked at making videos, and you know, one never wants to copy anybody, but you learn by watching and then emulating, and I'll never get there, but I realized that the video is much more complex, so that it is truly a challenging process to craft a good video. I'm still reaching for that. And I will say humbly, and I mean that truly, and I have to look. I think I've got something like around 900 videos. I have almost 1,000, but I've taken a bunch off for various reasons. But I will say at this point, I have not crafted a great video yet. But that's on my bucket list. Just like doing the StreamLab live stream out here on Mountain View Ranch, portable with battery power. So if you're a ham radio operator, you know what I'm talking about. Doing something portable on battery power is the holy grail. So anyway, yeah, so I have followed Casey Neistat for a while, a long time actually, and Wrangler Star ever since he moved from Wrangler Barn. I will say there's some new guys that I'm following that I like quite a bit, and I'm going to butcher this name, but another Cody Wagner, he is doing a daily vlog, and I admire that, because to do daily content and do it well and publish it on a daily basis is a grind. And I'll put a link down below. I think he put a contest out, not a contest, but a challenge this month in November to try, and I forgot exactly what it was, but I picked up that challenge, and I'm trying to do a video every 2 or 3 days. We're a little bit hard based on my schedule, but I think I'm on track, and by the end of the month I'll have a good solid 12 videos up this month. So, but to do that every day, and to, one, get the content, get the B-roll, get the audio, put it together, craft it, upload it, that's a job in itself. And then to balance that with a business and family. Cody, you do an awesome job, and I'll put a link down below for him for those of you that want a new channel to follow. And he started the No Small Creator movement on YouTube. So if you type in hashtag No Small Creator, you'll find him. And I think they're on Facebook. I don't follow them on Facebook because I'm not on Facebook or Twitter. Too much yelling and anger. But No Small Creator. So I've picked up that baton because I want to get better. Julia Bell, my friend, Hardened Power Systems. What an addiction Bill Harrison is, I'll tell you. Anybody that is a ham radio operator and you've checked out Hardened Power Systems, Bill Harrison, I have probably 5 or 6 of his devices in the barn. Actually, we couldn't, Julia, you'll appreciate this. So we are totally battery powered, either generator during the day for power tools. We do have a solar panel up, and at nighttime we keep our refrigerator going with a juice box and a juice brick from Hardened Power Systems. So we are totally off grid right now. I don't want to always be that way. And BL Ranch, I just got that Instagram little pop down thing, so I follow you on Instagram. I love your Instagram feed. But Bill Harrison keeps us up and running, and totally not sponsored by Bill. I'm just addicted to his gear. I've been an early adapter. Cody Warner, D. Hey, thanks. Yeah, Cody Warner. Am I right, D? I mean, he's rocking it. And if you're someone who's making content on YouTube and you know the work that goes into every video, he's doing that daily vlog, and I truly am humbled by that. But thank you for rhymes with honor. Yes, Cody Warner. He's awesome. Check him out. That's another good channel to watch. My problem is I have too many channels. Let me know, you guys, how many channels you follow. Last time I looked, I think I had 200 channels, and it's impossible for me to follow that stream. I'm constantly getting email that so-and-so posted a new video. D. Niman posted a new video. The hardest thing for me is to get that D. Niman just uploaded a video, and I'm hunkered down in the middle of a busy shift in the ER, and I know I have to wait until I get home to watch that video. I'm never going to be #1 commenter on his videos, but I have gotten that email alert in the middle of a shift and say, I have to wait till I get home, and I'll be doing a binge watch when I get home. John M. followed you for years. Thank you. Victoria, BC. Thank you for tuning in, and welcome to Mountain View Ranch. I'll tell you, there is nothing you can say better to a YouTuber than to say, I have followed you for years. Goes right to the heart and soul. The only reason to do this is because of the viewers and subscribers. And while the technical challenge of making videos and also just the appeal of the gear, if you're a gear guy, but really the only reason doing this is for you guys, and the viewers and subscribers are what make it worthwhile. So when you say that, I have followed you for years, or thank you, I enjoy your content, or things like that, and Dee can weigh in on this as well, but that truly is the fuel that lights the fire for a creator to keep making content. And that's why I try to weigh in on Cody's videos every day, to leave a little like thumbs up, awesome video, I like the statement that you made, because I know that collectively with everybody else giving him that encouragement keeps him going. Oh, I like that. G. Michael Jr. religiously followed 20 channels. And it looks like he subs to 783, but religiously follows 20. I'll tell you, those 20 channels are blessed by you following them. And that interaction and that loyalty make those channels keep going. So thank you for doing that. The Big Lou 415. I met you and Beth at a preparedness expo in Spokane. Ah, okay. Was it? Let me know if it was the one in Spokane. Yes, at the fairgrounds, I think. That was with Nick and Lisa. They unfortunately are not doing preparedness expos anymore. They were hands down the best preparedness expos that we ever did. We would show up there early in the morning, set up our booth, and the next thing I remember is packing up and leaving, and the day is a blur. I would frequently be doing, typically I would do 3 talks and a suture class, And poor Beth would be manning our booth, taking care of customers, and neither one of us got to eat, drink, or say hi to each other. And I remember at that expo having some guy come up while I might have been talking about radio communications or something, but he came up to the side of the stage and got my attention and said, "Hey Doc, you need to go help your wife. She's about 8 or 10 deep in people trying to get into the booth." And I looked over and I could just barely see that little blonde head in a sea of people. And I knew that I had 2 more lectures and a suture class to do. I could not help her. I also knew that if anybody was going to survive it, it was going to be Beth. But yeah, that was a great expo, the Spokane Preparedness Expo. Hey Dee, thank you. Thank you. I am honored that you stopped by, and I greatly appreciate you staying up. Need to call it a night. It is 4:30. So guys, that guy is worth following, let me tell you. He was up early, did a live stream, and it's 4:30 in Thailand right now, and now he's going to bed. And I think in my heart of hearts, I know that he stayed up to check out my first, hopefully successful live stream. So Dee, I don't know what to say except thank you. Thank you. Oh, was that you that, oh, now I made the connection. And did I, so the Big Bigelow 415, let me know if I told the story correctly, but that's my recollection of it. Oh, she asked me to go get you. Okay, cool. No way I could help her. No way I could help her. Wyatt! Hey buddy, I am looking forward to you coming out here. First of all, welcome to Mountain View Ranch. And I got your comment on Instagram. Was that on Instagram? That you guys might be making a trip out this way and that we might have a chance of getting to meet each other. And coffee on me, my friend. Coffee on me. Yeah, we'll have to stay in touch. Looking forward to shaking your hand. And thank you for your service, by the way. Thank you for your service. Portable Universal Power. Yeah, Julia, that is his website, Hardened Power Systems, and made in the USA. You probably know Beth and I are big fans of Made in the USA, and that's Bill is 100% Made in the USA. Awesome. Hey, Wyatt, thanks for letting me know. And I appreciate you guys hanging out here on this live stream from Mountain View Ranch. And I'm going to keep repeating this because I know people will, knowing my view count, probably not. But some people will eventually watch this in the future. So again, I just want to welcome all of you to Mountain View Ranch. This is a small piece of property in Southern Oregon that Beth and I are working on. We'll never finish, but hopefully turning it into a small ranch. And I try to share some of those adventures on YouTube, and you can check out the Mountain View Ranch playlist. I'll put the link down below. I think I'm going to have a lot of links. I hope I can remember all of those. But it's definitely a work of love, and it's my stress reliever. This is how I relieve stress from work in the emergency department. So this is my stress reliever. Okay, let me get caught up here. Gene, yes, Expo in Spokane, and took the suture class. I'll tell you, I haven't done a suture class this last year just because of Beth's. Well, her process this year, but we're done with that, and hopefully back into doing shows next year. But I love doing the suture class. So Gene, thank you for sitting through that class. There is nothing more satisfying than to take 20 people that have never sutured and at least get them to the point where they can put a suture in, tie a knot. It takes us about 2 hours to go through all of that. And it just gives me, it gives me a lot of satisfaction knowing that they've got that skill. Not that they're going to be an expert and not that they should be using it outside of an austere setting, but definitely a skill that they can practice on and hone that skill just like any other skill. So, and I also won the ER in a roll. Oh, so you won, so what Gene is talking about there, one of our products on AMP3, our biggest kit is called the Outfitter, and you could almost call it an ER in a roll, Gene. I think Beth refers to it as a clinic in a roll, but I like that. I'll have to share that with Beth. ER in a roll. It's about that big around, about 14 inches long. I think currently it weighs in just under, I want to say just under 8 pounds if I'm not mistaken. And it rolls out and hangs on a wall or on a tree or on a vehicle, and basically an ER in a roll. And Gene, I'm glad you won one of those. Cool. Yeah, Jim, hardened power systems is an addiction, and I have spent some money with Bill Harrison as well. Yes. Good gear though. And I would imagine as a pilot, that gear speaks to your heart and soul. Some of this stuff, well, you'd have to look at this, but it's all CNC machined. It has, if you're a gear person, it just has, I don't know, it just has a certain feel that is very satisfying. So, Julia, thank you. I'm going to probably, boy, bless. Thank you, everybody. Bless your hearts. We've been doing this now for about 45 minutes, which is probably a little bit long for this type of live stream. But thank you for stopping by, Julia, and hope to catch you again in the future. I hope I get to shake your hand sometime, or if you're a hugger, I'm a hugger. I'd love to give you a hug. But 73. And thank you for the nice words and fellowship. Boy, bless your heart. Thank you. And I will pass that on to Beth and the family as well. All right. Let me see if I'm following all of these. Scott, nice of you to say that. You're the reason I'm a ham. I'm truly humbled by that, my friend. I occasionally get email or comments in YouTube or in the past when they did private messaging, saying that someone went out and got their license after watching some of my videos, and I will say I'm a technician class. I'm the lowest on the totem pole in the ham world, and I am certainly not an expert, although I am enthralled with amateur radio and I love it. And I'll tell you, much like someone leaving a comment on your YouTube channel that they enjoy following you, to say that you went out and got your license because of watching some of my videos, awesome. That means the videos are working. I truly think that everybody should be a ham radio operator. I think it's just a great hobby. And I've had, and I think they're young, but I've had some people weigh in on some of those videos saying, hey, what are you doing? That's an old man's hobby. We have cell phones now. And, well, if you're an amateur radio operator, you know, can't count on cell phones, right? Thomas Parks, hey, welcome to Mountain View Ranch. Thank you for asking. Beth is doing awesome. I have to say it's been fun the last couple of weeks, and I guess one of the ways that I deal with stress is I bring humor to things, and it's been fun to kind of poke her ribs recently and say, hey, you've got bedhead. Let's do something about that. Because she lost all of her hair with chemo. And boy, I'll tell you, if anybody can do bald well, it's Beth. I've been doing it for I don't know how long, and bless her heart. But her hair is back. Boy, I missed the long blonde hair, but it's back now, and she does have bedhead, so we have to talk about that. So that's been fun. But thank you for asking. She's doing fabulous, and I'll pass that along. IT Dan 406, Outfitter rocks, goes with me everywhere. Thank you. And I know that we've talked a number of times, and I'm sure you've seen that outfitter go through many changes and improvements. And one of the reasons for that is because we're a small company, and we can listen to our customers and take suggestions and weave that into the next iteration of the outfitter. And I don't even know at this point how many iterations the outfitter has gone through, but it definitely is getting to be a mature product that we're pretty proud of. And I will tell you that there are, well, no, I'm not going to share that. Won't share that. But anyway, it's a great product. Hey, I'm going to just share this because I don't know how long everybody is going to hang out here, and I don't want to take everybody's time, but we are going to be going to SHOT Show this year, and that's the end of January. So Beth and I are gearing up for SHOT Show. I went there a number of years ago as media for YouTube, and had a media pass so I could point a camera around, which you're not allowed to do unless you have a media pass. But we're going to go as a vendor, and it's a very difficult show to get into. We do not have the financial might yet, although we plan on it, to have a booth for the whole show in the main area. But they opened up a new category that fits Beth and I perfectly, and it's a nice way to get your foot in the door. They are interested in having us, so it's a nice way to get our foot in the door. And we're going to be at the, they have a one-day session for new products. So we're going to be at SHOT Show. Super excited about that. Super excited about that. Frugal RV Gal, thank you, and I'll pass that on to Beth. Beth is doing super good. Yeah. Somebody was watching out for her. And I will say, I'm going to say this, because of YouTube and Instagram, and I know Twitter and Facebook, so many people reached out to Beth and were passing on lots of love, lots of prayers. And if anybody's gone through anything like breast cancer or any big medical process, you know you don't do this alone, and you do it with a lot of love and support. And there were people that were loving and supporting her that will never meet her, and Beth had never met, but there was a huge outpouring of love and support, and I know that that gave her strength and helped her through that process. So thank you. And I'll let her know that you asked, and she's doing great. She's awesome. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wind this up. Thank you for keeping me occupied. Thank you for being here. I'm going to save this. Let me know in the comments below if you'd be interested in another live stream. I basically met my criteria. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do it austere, portable, remote. And it looks like it's working. I'd love to do more. If it's something you're interested in, leave a comment down below that you want to see another live stream, and I'll do it. I like the technology. All right, guys, I'm going to wind it up here. Thank you for joining me. And again, welcome to Mountain View Ranch, and would love to have you back here. Oh, I will say, Beth is actually interested in doing a meet and greet Mountain View Ranch open house someday, so stay tuned for that. All right, my friends, 73 to my ham friends. I'll see you later, and I'll see all of you later on the next video. 73.